is scheduled in the super lightweight division, presented by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Cancun Box with Pepe Gomez. Your title sponsor, Tecate, the official beer of boxing. And our sponsors for the evening, Hennessy, Interjet, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Fred Loya Insurance, the motion picture Venom, and Capital Holding. Your referee in charge of this bout, Vic Draculage. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, he weighed in 139 3/4 pounds. This veteran has a record standing at 35 victories, including 26 knockouts, 2 defeats, and 2 draws. Presentando de Torreón, Mexico, Roberto Ortiz. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wears white, trimmed in black and gold. He weighed in 139 1/2 pounds, and in 10 professional bouts has 10 victories, all 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the undefeated super lightweight from Dallas, Texas, Vergil Ortiz Jr. Once again, referee Vic Draculage with the final instruction.
Sit in the ring. Not teaching. All right, gentlemen, this fight's scheduled for 10 rounds. You received your instruction and direction. Again, I want to caution you. Any punch to this point will be called low. Golpes debajo de este punto ser llamado bajo. That said, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Obedezca mis comandos y protegerse a sí mismos siempre. Touch them up now. Good luck to both of you. Buena suerte, Alfred.
Suerte. All right.
As we are underway, Vergil Ortiz Jr. in the white trunks, 10-0, 10 KOs. Most of those have been devastating knockouts, taking on Roberto Ortiz. Masa is his nickname, everybody calls him that, out of Torreón, Mexico, 35-2-2 with 26 KOs. Masa is a short name for macizo, which means he's solid. That's the nickname they have him.
We will see against young Vergil Jr., but Vergil is considered to be one of Golden Boy Promotions' brightest young prospects. And we're seeing that they truly believe that by matching Vergil against somebody as experienced as Masa and his previous opponent, who was a former 2-time junior lightweight title holder, Juan Carlos Salgado. And that was just in June, and he ended that fight in the 3rd round.
Quickly, and that was a headliner of ESPN. So Vergil Ortiz is now headlining ESPN. He's here fighting pay-per-view. He doesn't talk much, this young man. His second fight with Robert Garcia, and he attacks. He was a main sparring partner of Jose Ramirez, who won an excellent fight last night against Antonio Orozco.
That was a sensational performance and a great effort. A sensational performance by Ramirez, but a great effort from Antonio Orozco.
So in the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy in Riverside, Vergil is sparring a who's who in that camp. Also had Brandon Rios that he spars with. At times he's gone with Mikey Garcia, Robert's younger brother.
Can't get any better work than that.
On a daily basis, that's what he's getting. And before that, Vergil was training with Joel Diaz, where he served as Lucas Matisse's main sparring partner.
That's true.
And pretty soon it's going to be Vergil Ortiz who's saying, oh, I sparred with Vergil Ortiz. That's what's going to be happening soon, the way he's going. More body shots. He sits on his punches really nicely, does Vergil Ortiz, at Grand Prairie, Texas. Started his career at Vivero Boxing Gym in the Dallas area.
Garcia's got him really working a hard jab. I'm seeing more straight punches from the outside from Vergil than I have in previous fights, and I like what I see. I like that straight left to the body.
Vergil's a fighter who made his pro debut at Canelo Smith at Cowboy Stadium when Oscar de la Hoya at a press conference said this kid's going to be a future world champion. And the way Oscar said it, the way Vergil reacted was, yeah, like, matter of fact, we are.
It's a lot of pressure on a young fighter,
but he doesn't think it's pressure. Vergil says, yeah, why not?
That speaks to his mentality.
And he was 18 at the time.
So Vergil Ortiz Jr. is definitely fighting on one of the biggest stages of his career, but probably in front of one of the smallest crowds that he has ever fought in front of. That's just because right now at the T-Mobile Arena, it is starting to fill up right now. We've got a lot of fans that are still trickling in, but the fans are really outside of the T-Mobile Arena. If you go out there, it is like tailgate central is what it feels like. A lot of fans dressed up, of course, rooting for either Canelo or Triple G, but the excitement from outside is definitely going to fill up this arena here inside. I mean, just the weigh-in was definitely buzzing, so we can only imagine what things are going to be like here inside the T-Mobile Arena as soon as this place is full. Remember, it did sell out, so expect there to be fans from the very, very top to the very, very bottom.
Be careful, you gotta keep throwing your jab. Beth Duran, Doug Fisher here, ringside in Las Vegas. The T-Mobile Arena starting to fill in. Later on the night, it's going to be completely sold out, jam-packed. Raucous, just like the weigh-in was. Over 5,000 people lined up and got into the weigh-in. And down goes Ortiz.
Beautiful short right hand.
4, 5,
Roberto Ortiz
7,
feels a right
8.
hand.
Come here. There you go. You okay? Walk to me. Okay.
Vergil smelling blood right away. Staying calm. Vergil Ortiz in the white. 10-0, 10 KOs. Will he make it 11? Going backwards. Body shot from Vergil. Ortiz goes down for the second time in the round. He felt upstairs. He felt it in the body.
5,
Very wise of the young man to attack the body.
8,
You gonna stay down?
9.
Wobbling right at 9. Jay Nathan, come here. And it's over. A second round stoppage for Vergil Ortiz Jr. The hot prospect from Grand Prairie, Texas, is now 11-0, 11 KOs.
Golden Boy knows what they're doing and the way that they're matching this young man. They know they have something special.
Doug, Roberto Ortiz is 30. We're now 35-3-2. There he is, Vergil hug with his dad. He is not just a walk over.
Listen, he was coming into this fight having suffered back-to-back losses.
Yeah.
But that was to much more mature opposition.
Yes.
He was stopped last, I believe, November against Cletus Selden. That was a brutal loss, but that was a loss where he kept getting up, where he was cut badly. Yeah. And that was a more mature fighter with his man strength and everything. With Vergil Ortiz, I'm seeing more technique from him. He was surgical with his power punches.
Surgical, great way to say that, Doug. Joe Martinez in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes with the official time. 1 minute, 3 seconds. Round number 2. Referee Vic Dracula steps in and stops the contest for your winner by TKO. And now 11-0 with 11 consecutive knockouts, still undefeated, Vergil Ortiz Jr.
Keep an eye out on this kid. 11-0, 11 KOs, Vergil Ortiz Jr.
Yeah, he is definitely going places. Let's see some highlights of these knockdowns. I almost missed the first knockdown. Yeah. That right was so short. Boom, it was a counter right.
Yes.
Right on the point of the chin. A counter right over the jab of Masa Ortiz. And it didn't just drop the veteran, it sent him sprawling. Even as he struggles to get up, his legs aren't working. So he is still neurologically scrambled. And it looked like that right hand didn't even have full extension. Here's the second knockdown. He's attacking the body. And we have a delayed effect from that right to the body. The shots to the head didn't help poor Roberto Ortiz either.
No, they didn't. And even the way he got up the second time.
That was just pride getting him up.
It was pride, but at 9, he stood up and was wobbly.
Yeah, and Vic Draculich was wise to note that and save Masa Ortiz from himself.
And here's the one.
See, there's the right to the body, and then there was a short right to the temple, and he's already on his way down.
That was more the result for the first
But
one.
look how stiff his legs are.
Yep.
You can't even extend them. Of course, his body, he was still dealing from the effects of that short counter right hand. And Ortiz stays composed. He's not like a super emotional, passionate person, but he is a really nice guy. And I think as the boxing media get to know him and interview him, they'll find out about his talents as a natural self-taught musician.
Self-taught musician,
What a
taught
nice guy
himself the
he is.
keyboard, taught himself the guitar, and he plays some rock music just for you, Doug Fisher.
I approve.
Guys, if we start calling you Dr. Vergil Ortiz Jr., that's because Dougie Fisher saying you looked surgical out there, really praising your technique. Tell me about tonight's performance and what you felt like out there.
I felt like that was the best I could have done. I really put some thought into what I was going to do. The first knockdown, I was planning it before the fight. I knew that I would be able to time his jab, and I just needed to make sure I get the timing down, and I threw the right and it caused first knockdown.
You know what? Not that it was really a concern, but a lot of people saying this guy having 3 times the experience that you have, not just that, but having his man strength, as they say it. Was that ever a concern for you? And how did you train for this, knowing the type of experience he brings to the table?
It was never a concern. I spar world-class fighters and many world champions. They all hit very hard. But preparation, it was a lot of sparring, a lot of mitts, and it was a lot of guidance from Robert and my dad and my coach Hector, and it's all it took.
Now improving to 11-0 with 11 of those by KO. Did you expect it to happen so early tonight in that second round?
Honestly, I expect to go the distance because I used to spar Massa before, and he was pretty tough. He was actually one of my first sparring partners when I turned pro, and it didn't look nothing like this. He gave me very good sparring, but I'm grateful that he gave me this opportunity to fight him with a good record, and it's only up from here.
All right, expecting the distance, but of course calling it an early night. So now what, you getting ready to watch Canelo Triple G?
I'm gonna go get some tacos.
Tacos, that's a good way to celebrate tonight. Is the team all going too? You guys are going with tacos?
We're all going. Yeah, we're all going.
And I gotta ask, Canelo Triple G, who do you want to win?
Canelo, obviously, and not only do I want him to win, I know he's gonna win because he's gonna make a lot of adjustments. That was his first time fighting at 160 that time, but now he's gotten the feel of it. Not only that, he's felt Golovkin's power. Maybe hyped up his power a lot. People hyped up his power, so maybe like, okay, I gotta be careful. But he's felt it before. He even got hit by a clean shot. So now he's gonna be comfortable and he's gonna try to go in for the kill.
As confident with his pick tonight as he is in the ring, you guys. Vergil Ortiz Jr. improving to 11-0 with 11 KOs. Let's send it back up to Cynthia.
Wow, what a great knockout. Woo! Can't wait. This fight night is just getting started. Tune in